Hello friends, it's Tuesday, May 12th. Welcome back to Sketching with Jennifer. It's day 12 of sketching together. Hope you're doing well and that yesterday you filled in your heart or whatever prompt you're on. Maybe you're not following along each day, and maybe you're following 1 through 45 and marking off the days as you go, and maybe you're way ahead because you started far before we did with this video series. So thank you for being here for day 12. So good to see you, or know you're out there. I guess I can't see you, but I know you're out there. And thank you for the positive encouragement, feedback. It's so great to hear that you're out there doing art. That's so wonderful to hear. So today's prompt, we are going to draw a mysterious door or staircase to somewhere. What prompt is that? I should have. It's number 26. So draw a mysterious door or staircase. Where does it lead? Wow, I don't know. But when I think of a mysterious door or stairway, not so much stairway, but door, I think about going in and what would there be behind it. So I'm just going to start a door, and I know that you may not be able to see that at all in pencil right now. And I remember when I was 4, my aunt lived out in the country, my Aunt Mimi. And there was a hill, and in that hill was a cellar door. It was the cellar. And I could climb on top of that little hill, that little mound that was the cellar. And I always thought that door was very mysterious. I never went in there. I don't ever remember them opening that up when I was there. So when I think of a mysterious door, that's kind of what I think of. I think of a place, maybe in the woods, a door that you come upon that holds a lot of mystery to what could be behind it. I guess all doors are like that if we think about it. I know some doors seem pretty basic. Some doors seem, they're just general doors. There's a doorway everywhere, right? But think about, we don't really know what's behind every door once it's opened. And that's pretty exciting. Like anything is possible behind doors. What's inside there? So I'm starting my door here. And what I encourage you to do to work on your door, I'm going to go over it in Sharpie right now, so maybe it shows up a little bit better on camera. And I see my Sharpie, like usually all the markers in my house are running low on ink, and it is true of this one too. So hopefully in your room or apartment, your home, you have a marker, if you're using markers, that doesn't dry out on you. But this one definitely is. So I'm going to go back, like every day when we get started on our sketches, I'm going to go back and I'm going to spend more time with this. And you can see I'm working big today, and that's just really for your benefit, so I can work bigger and that you can see what I'm working on a little more clearly than if I were working in our sketchbook. I'll go back in the sketchbook too, because I really want my collection of all of our drawings to be there together. So I'm putting stones around the door. And here's that hill. Now this is not the door where my aunt lived. This is not that cellar door. But just reminded me of a door built into the side of a little hill. And I think this one would be in the forest. Where would your door be? Or are you doing a staircase? Staircases are pretty tricky, I think, because you're working with perspective. But maybe you like architecture and perspective and straight lines, but certainly staircases do not have to be straight lines. They could be whatever you want. My grandparents once lived in a house with a spiral staircase in their garage leading to one of the bedrooms. And one of my best friends in school, she had a spiral staircase that led from her living room down to their family room. And she also had a pond built in her family room with goldfish. So I always thought she was pretty lucky to have such a cool home and that she had a built-in pond in her basement family room and that spiral staircase. I wonder what her parents think today of that spiral staircase that they built so many years ago. If they still love it, or if they would prefer some other kind of staircase. So that's the beginning of my doorway. Now what I want to encourage you to do, whether you're doing a mysterious staircase or a mysterious door that leads somewhere, I want to encourage you on the flip side of your paper to create where does it lead? Where does that door or staircase lead? So create that world or place or thing. Maybe there's just something waiting inside there for the finder, for the person who opens that door, takes that chance and goes up that staircase. So keep working. Remember, send your images to me if you can at jennifer.bethel@oakwoodvillage.net. Or if you can't, maybe there's a staff person who would be willing to help you do that. I would love to see what you're working on. Give me a call if you have any questions or need any extra supplies, 230-4324. Remember, if you're having difficulty seeing this episode or any of the episodes of Sketching with Jennifer, you can go to YouTube on your computer and search Sketching with Jennifer, and it will pull up all the videos from our series. So you'll find all of them there. If you missed a day, just go to that day. You'll find that I say the video and then I say when it airs so that you can keep track of them that way as well. Don't forget, it's Create Like the Greats today at 3 p.m. I lied to you the first week of Sketching with Jennifer. I said, Stephanie is making these videos with her daughter Faye, and they will be with supplies that anyone could find in their home. Well, that might be the case if you're the parent of young children and have stacks of construction paper in your home. However, you probably don't. And you might not have all the supplies like glue sticks and all of the things that Stephanie is using. However, don't let that frustrate you. If you like what you see, adapt it. So if you did Matisse last week and Stephanie was asking you to cut the scissor, I think Matisse called it scissor painting. If you cut the shapes and you don't have construction paper, you could cut it from white paper. You could cut it from the newspaper clippings. That would be really fun to cut strange shapes out of newspaper clippings and lay them out. Or old magazines if you have some old magazines. Or if you don't, just draw those interesting shapes, that collaboration of shapes, and lay them out. This week is Piet Mondrian, and if you don't have the supplies that Stephanie is working with today, again, construction paper, don't worry. Get out a marker, get out your colored pencils if you have them, or just work in black and white or pencil. Or again, magazines. Magazines have a wide array of color. You could use different colors. You could find your primary colors in a magazine. So be really adaptive and creative and use your really creative minds to think, how can I participate and create like the greats, but I don't have the supplies. If you have ability to go up to the Oak Studio, you'll find I have construction paper laid out all over the table. You're welcome to go get some. I'm also using those for the great heart hunt. So please, if you will, participate in that too. The Happy Heart Hunt is about making hearts and then putting them in your windows just to remind people that you're there and that we will get through this and that things will get better. So participate in the Happy Heart Hunt if you will. You'll find that I'm going to be participating in the Happy Heart Hunt around campus. And remember, Create Like the Greats today at 3. And we'll see you again tomorrow at 11. Happy art making, and I can't wait to see your mysterious doors and staircases.